Let's try an easier one. Let's try another one. I want you to point at the number that you think is higher. Still conscious, I see. Barely. Fascinating. Let's see. Response time. Subpar. Reflexes seem non-existent. General appearance. Questionable. Are you even aware of your surroundings? Or are you just absorbing ambient stimuli like a particularly useless sponge? Blink once if you understand me. No? Just sitting there. How very amoeba of you. Alright, time for some precise measurements. Try not to shrink in fear. It throws off my calculations. Let's see. Approximately that wide. With a height of about that much and a tentacle diameter of about 1.5 centimeters. Possibly heavier than I had at first expected. And what's this? A possible squish factor. Fascinating. Now, just for some last measurements. Skull density is perplexing. Surface texture is inconsistent. General stability is, well, wobbly. But you, my friend, are delightfully odd. Now let's see how you respond to light, assuming that you have something resembling eyesight. I want you to follow the light. Good. Follow the light. Your tracking ability is rudimentary. I've seen potted plants with better reflexes. Moving on, let's test your cognitive abilities, which should be thrilling given the circumstances. Now, I'm going to show you a number, and I would like you to hold up the corresponding amount of tentacles to each number. You're right, that was a trick question. Although I'm not sure I would have gotten a different response no matter the amount I showed you. There we are. Can you hold up the amount of tentacles that I am showing you? Let's try an easier one. Come on, it's the amount of tentacles that you have. You can do this. I know you can. Still, no response. Let's try this one again. It is half the amount of tentacles you have. Can you hold up half of your tentacles? You're quite frustrating, aren't you? This is a hard one, but I know you can do it. I know there's someone in there. Some form of intelligence. No. Perhaps we need to move on to a different test. A number in which you think is higher. Which number is higher? 4 or 3? Let's try another one. I want you to point at the number that you think is higher. 6 or 12. Come on. You can do this. this one. 11 or 4. Six or 2. This is an easy one. Alright. No basic understanding of mathematics. Perhaps you're just hungry. Maybe you would be more compliant after a meal. What do you say? In here I have the most basic of nutrients. Carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Okay. No response. A bit picky, aren't we? Alright, last step would be classification. You, my dear, are labeled as, firstly, mildly alarming, gelatinous, tentacle-based life form. Specimen number 742. You are, scientifically speaking, weird. I'll check back on you later. Try not to mutate or do. Either way, interesting.